Good morning and welcome to the channel, or hopefully welcome back to the channel. Got a bike review today for you. It's a special one for me because this bike's got direct links to a bike I bought over 41 years ago. That bike being a Yamaha XS650 Special. The XS650 Special, to my mind, was the start of the UK custom cruiser scene. I mean, it's grown immense now, and we've got all sorts of different variations with huge, great engines, V-twins, flat twins. But that good old XS650 twin, parallel twin, was, to my mind, the start of it all. It had the pullback bars, step seat, and the good 510 16-inch rear wheel shoehorned into the swing arm, and they were lovely bikes. This bike we're going to look at, I think, is very similar.
Right, here we have it, the 650 Meteor, Super Meteor from Royal Enfield. We'll have a quick walk round before we take it out for a spin. But I rode it back from the dealership, and yeah, seems okay. So what have we got then? Right, we've got a 648cc engine. It's 8 valve, twin cylinder, 46 horsepower. It's 7,250 revs, 36 foot-pound of torque at 5,650. And you've got a bore and stroke of 68, so a 68 mil bore and a 67 mil stroke. So it's a short stroke engine. It's not a long stroke. And it's running a 270 degree crank. And the 270 degree cranks give these bikes more of a V-twin sort of sound and feel, the way they pick up at low revs. We've got a 6-speed transmission, shower upside down front forks. Quite why they put upside down front forks on a bike like this, I don't know. I think conventional forks would have suited it better. The front wheel is tyres are 190 front, and you've got a 150/80 rear, and your shockers are adjustable for preload only. Yeah, this is your base model. There's two other models I think they do. There's one with two-tone paint and some fancy badges, and one that's set up for touring with a little backrest and a screen. In fact, one of the breakfast crew, well, two of the breakfast crew lads, one's got one of these and the other one's got the touring one set up with the screen. Seat height is quite low, at 740 mil seat height on it, and the rake is raked out a bit. I think that's about 27 degree a rake on there, but yeah, it's looking alright. So instruments, again pretty basic. We've got these little turny dial switches, which I'm not a fan of, to be quite honest. Royal Enfield's gone over to those the last year or so. You've got your indicators, your horn button, and then on this side you've got your engine off turny button and your starter. So you turn it to the left to start the bike, and turn it to the right to switch it off, I guess. And that switch there is your hazards. So yeah, you've got a round instrument pod, and you've got, look at our analog dial going around the outside, and then you've got an LED display with all your info. That little thing on the right is just a clock on this one, but on the I think the high spec models, it's one of those little tripper things. You connect it to your phone and it'll give you a turn by turn, like navigation aid. But yeah, So we've got here, that's a nice little touch, that flips up, old fashioned, that's hinged, that fuel cap, sorry. Yeah, these engines, like I say, they're over engineered. A pretty understressed engine, because like I was comparing this to the 650 Yamaha. The 650 Yam, there was a guy I knew called Tony Hall years ago. He was from Halco Tuning, and he would take those engines out to 840. I actually owned an 840 big bore 650 Yamaha, and these engines S&S. Now, if you're into your Harleys, your proper Harleys, you guys will know what S&S is all about. And S&S actually make a big bore kit for this, an 865 big bore kit. So you can take this 648cc engine and bore it out to 865, which is a testament to what the engine can handle. So yeah, in its little 650, guys, totally understressed, and quite happily bimble along forever, I should think. Got a big old oil cooler at the front, but yeah, it's fit and finish looks okay. Those are silver. I don't know if I think those are painted. They're aluminium. Well, they might be. No, they might be lacquered. So that might be sort of bare alley that's been lacquered. But that's unusual. Reminds me of the old Hondas of years ago. Alley switchgear, switch housings. Seat, a bit hard initially coming back from the dealership, but yeah. LED lights, Vibray. That's a big old disc on the back of there. They fitted a big disc on the back of this cruiser. Twin pot as well. Vibray, which of course is a subsidiary of Brembo. You've got a twin pot on the front. Metal. So it's not an awful lot of plastic, mass metal as well. That's probably why it weighs a fair bit. But yeah, so that's a quick. Oh, they've improved these as well, because I know I took the little 300 Meteor out, sorry, the 350 Meteor out, and the blooming forward sets on those look like they've come out of a kiddie's mechanics. Shocking. But these are a lot better. They seem to be a lot better made. So yeah, it's. Oh, you got a centre stand as well. I could have put it on the centre stand. But, so there you go. Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650.
Nice little riding position this, and got a good view out the mirrors as well. And I think this engine just purrs. It just sits and purrs along. It might be a bit pushed. Like I say, this is 47 brake, so it's A2 compliant. If you stage one these things, it's a Euro 5, so whether you can stage one them, I'm not sure, but that basically in Harley Davidson land, the stage one is a set of pipes and a free flowing filter. Obviously with that you probably have to adjust your fuel in slightly, which you could do on the Euro 4s, whether you can on the Euro 5s, I'm not sure. But anyway, if you stage one this, you probably get 50, just over 50 horsepower out of it. Right, well, we've had a bit of a change of plan. Campbell's off the cards because I got to Cirencester and you couldn't see anything with fog and it was cold. So as you normally do with when you ride a motorcycle, you just turn it round and head for the shiny bits. That's where the sun is. So that's exactly what I'm doing. We have got a little bit today, so yeah, this engine, it's a lovely little engine. It's, it winds up really nicely and it just purrs along. Right, we're heading for Marlborough because that's where the blue sky is. We'll get on the A4, go up past the forest, I think. This engine sounds nice. Lovely little fruity sound coming out the exhausts. It's the M4. Gearbox is okay. A little bit clunky, but nothing like my Harley. Yeah, it's a nice little bike. Front brake lever's a bit spongy. Whether that needs bleeding or it's supposed to be like it, but there's a bit too much movement on that front lever for my liking. Right, 40 mile an hour. My hands are warming up a bit now. We're going out towards Cirencester, so the temperature just dropped. There was just fog, freezing fog. So I thought, nah. So yeah, into fifth, up the throttle up. Yeah, she's moving. What a lovely little engine. Beautiful little engine. Yeah, I rode the Interceptor probably 2-3 years ago when it first came out, and thought what a lovely bike it was. I was convinced that it was going to be with the build up to it, because Royal Enfield's really good at with the marketing, and if a new bike's going to be launched, they do this massive build up and keep everybody in suspense and what have you. I mean, just take a look at the Himalayan 450 at the moment. All that shenanigans. But yeah, I was convinced that the Interceptor would be just a big Honda Super Dream. And then I got the chance to ride it, and I was amazed. They got it bang on. The 270-degree crank. It just felt like an old bike, but with modern technology. Like I say, not a massive engine displacement. Really impressed with the Meteor. That was a Euro 4. I haven't ridden the Euro 5 yet, say there. All your Euro 5 stuff, including this. They're running on fresh air. They're leaned out so much. The engines run so hot. I think given the choice, try and find a Euro 4 if I was in the market for buying something like an Interceptor. But I've got too many bikes anyway, so. But saying that, my Harley, that's nigh on 1600cc, and that thing that runs really hot. It's a massive engine. Doesn't do anything more than a 1200 Harley would do, really, but just runs hot and drinks more fuel. It just don't make sense. The engine displacement of things nowadays, especially with motorcycles, everything's just huge. It doesn't need to be. Yeah, more heat and more fuel, basically. That's what the equation is when you get to bigger bores and bigger engines. So you might as well stick to a nice little 650 like this. It does, literally does everything. It'll whistle along at 80 miles an hour all day. We're in fourth now. See if I put it in fifth. See, that's 50 mile an hour. Widen the throttle on, and it picks up. Let's stick it in 6, put 50, and wind the throttle on and see what happens. Yeah, faultless. Smooth as can be. Lovely. Well, my back's not aching yet, so the riding position is okay. The seat, when I first got on it from the dealership, I sat on it, I thought, God, what a hard seat, but you know what, it's okay, it's quite supportive. I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not a numb bum. So the only thing that I've got an issue with on this is that those front spokes, they do bounce you around a bit, they're a bit too firm. Just trying to think where there's some windy bends. Well, here we are at the Blue Boar pub in Holborn. I've just parked the Meteor up. Well impressed with the bike. Had a nice ride round on it. There's the church. Doctor Who was filmed here in the 70s. I remember watching it as a kid. Doctor Who and the Devil and the Demons with John Pertwee. The church there was a den of iniquity. There was a coven of witches and there were demons down in the cellar, in the crypt. So yeah, if you get a chance to watch it, Doctor Who and the Demons, Devil and the Demons. It was a nice cup of coffee in the Blue Boar, and I'm going to get on the old Enfield now and hightail it back to Bike Treads, the dealership that was been kind enough to lend me this for my review. Right. Goodbye, Holborn. See you in the summer. A lovely place to come in the summer. Sit there out on the picnic benches having a drink. Just speaking to a very interesting gentleman. I was talking about Band of Brothers and Easy Company, the links with Easy Company. I was just talking, it's a shame I couldn't have filmed it. Very interesting gentleman walking his dog, Suki, the boxer, lovely dog, and he actually owned the stable block that they shipped back out to America, and he actually donated it, so they got it for nothing. And he was saying a lot of people thought that he'd made a lot of money out of that, but no, they took it to bits. Some carpenters, local carpenters, took it all to bits, itemised it, shipped it up to Bryce Norton, and they flew it out to America. So what a story, and actually meeting the guy that owned the stable block. Anyway, back to the bike. Yes, I'm liking it. Brilliant little mid-range bike. This will quite happily do everything you want it to do. To say, too up touring, I don't know. You can buy the top of the range model, and you've got like a more luxurious seat with a bit of a backrest and a screen. So, no doubt it will tour. So having an extra person on the back, obviously you're going to not have the same amount of power available as you have now. Be a bit more sluggish on the take up, but I mean, there we go, 56 gear, it just picks up. Like I say, 200 yeah, not instantaneous, but that was 6 gear, quite have calmed it down. Well, it doesn't really do anything forward, calm it down. Yeah, I met some really nice people back in the Blue Ball pub. Telling me some stories about Holborn and the general area, characters in there, and I drank 3 cups of black coffee and had something to eat, so nice way to spend an afternoon. The old fuel gauge, that hasn't moved much, so there's the metropolis, Swindon, in all its glory. Yeah, I like this bike. I think anybody wanting a nice, relaxing, neutral handling, well planted motorcycle would do well to consider buying one of these.